Welcome back. We're going to skip over chapter 2 of our book, Just Doomed. Chapter 2 is pretty much just a list of these random situations, and they were trying to be a bit funny, it was just a little bit boring. So, chapter 3 is Lick. We finished off chapter 2 where the kid was trying to find a way to get his mum's handbag. His mum sent him to go get it, saw the girl he liked, took it to the police station, he got arrested and sent to a police program for the rest of the Christmas holidays. You know when you have one of those perfect moments where everything is just, perfect? Well, I'm having one right now. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the breeze is blowing, and my hair is looking great. But wait, there's more. I've also got a double scoop ice cream with sprinkles and chocolate flakes, and I'm just about to take my first lick. I wish this moment could last forever, but of course it can't. The sun is too hot, and the ice cream is already too soft for that. I have to take my first lick soon or there'll be nothing left. Okay, here goes. Initiating first lick preparation sequence. Ice cream in front of face, check. Mouth open, check. Tongue extended, check. All systems go. Beginning countdown, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. My tongue is micromillimeters away from extreme pleasure when I hear shouting, "Hey Andy! Andy! Andy!" Oh no, abort countdown. Andy's first lick preparation sequence. It's Danny Pickett, the last person I want to see right now. He's going to want a lick of my ice cream. And not just a little lick either. If I know Danny, it will be a big, slobbery, saliva-drenched lick. I can't take the risk. Initiate emergency ice cream hiding sequence immediately. Hands behind back, check. Innocent look on face, check. Staring into distance, pretending I haven't seen Danny, check. "Hi, Andy," says Danny. Oh, hi, Danny, I say. I hadn't seen you there. Are you kidding? I thought you would have heard me. I've been yelling at you for ages. How come? I just want to know if I can have a lick of your ice cream. What ice cream, I say. The one you're hiding behind your back, says Danny. Done. Danny's getting smarter all the time. Oh, I say, bringing it back out. Do you mean this ice cream? Yes, Danny says. That ice cream, unless you've got more than one behind your back. Nope, that's it. That's all I've got. Wow, says Danny. Well, what? Can I have a lick? No, I say. Why not, he says. I'm your best friend, aren't I? Yes, of course you are, I say. And that's exactly why you can't have a lick. I don't get it, says Danny, frowning. Because I'm sick, I say. Danny studies me closely. You don't look sick. Yeah, I know. That's one of the symptoms. Oh, really? Says Danny suspiciously. And what are the other symptoms? You suddenly get really greedy and don't feel like sharing? And what's the cure? No, don't tell me. Let me guess. A double scoop ice cream with sprinkles and chocolate flakes to be eaten all by yourself? Gee, I wouldn't mind catching that disease. Here, give me some germs. He tries to snatch the ice cream out of my hand, but I'm too fast. Don't be an idiot, Danny. You can make fun all you want, but I really am sick. Yeah, right, says Danny. What have you got, lack of generosity-itis? Or is it greedy gutsatosis? Or maybe it's a really serious case of I don't want to be your best friend anymore because I'd rather have a whole ice cream to myself than share it with my best friend like a true best friend would. Is that it? Is that what you've got? Tears well up in Danny's eyes as he finishes his big speech. He's right, of course. I am being greedy. And I'm not being a true friend. All right, Danny, I say. You win. Here you go. Have first lick. Are you serious? Says Danny, wiping his eyes. Do you really mean it? Yes, I say. But just one lick, okay? A little lick. Sure, Andy. Just one lick. I hold the ice cream up to his face. Then he tries to take it from me, but I shake my head. I say. I hold it. What are you saying? Says Danny, tears beginning to well up again. That you don't trust me? Is that it? Of course I trust you, I say. I just prefer to hold it, that's all. You don't trust me? Says Danny. He's right, I don't trust him. But I can't tell him that. And the longer we argue, the more ice cream is going to melt. I've got no choice, I have to trust him. Okay, I say. Here, hold it, lick it. Just hurry up, or else there'll be nothing left to lick. Thanks, says Danny, taking the ice cream from my hand. You won't regret it. Just one lick, okay? I say. He nods. Sure, Andy, he says, staring at the ice cream as if he's hypnotized. Just one lick. He brings the ice cream up to his mouth, extends his tongue, and then opens his mouth and bites off the entire top scoop. Yes. You read that correctly. The entire top scoop. Danny! I yell. That wasn't a lick. That was a gulp. You gulped a whole scoop. Says Danny, his mouth so full of ice cream that he can't even speak properly. His hands coming back to me. I can't believe you did that, I say. You ate a whole scoop. Well, I didn't want you eating too much ice cream, says Danny. Not when you're sick. My mom says it's no good for you. Yeah, I say, clenching my fist. Don't do anything you might regret, says Danny, backing away. We're best friends, remember? And you better eat the rest of that ice cream. It's starting to melt. I look at the ice cream. He's right. Little white trickles are beginning to run down the sides of the cone. I'll deal with you later, I say to Danny. But he's already gone. Never mind. Life's not so bad, really. The sun is still shining. Well, burning a little, really. But on the nice side of burning. The birds are still singing. Well, not so much singing as squawking. But on the nice side of squawking. And I've got a single scoop ice cream with sprinkles and chocolate flakes. Well, the sprinkles and chocolate flakes aren't there anymore. They were on top of the scoop that Danny ate. But I'm not going to let that upset me. I'm just about to take the first lick of my remaining scoop when a vision of loveliness appears in front of me. A vision of loveliness, even more lovely than a single scoop of ice cream. Yes, that's right. Lisa Mackney. Lisa, the most beautiful girl in the world, Mackney. And she's standing in front of me, staring. And who could blame her? I'm good looking, rugged, and I've got great hair. Well, today anyway. But she's not staring at me. She's staring at my ice cream. I wish she'd look at me like that. But hey, maybe she would if I offered her a lick of my ice cream. Then she'd see what a great guy I am. Not only all that stuff I've already mentioned, but generous as well. Here it is. Here's my chance. Here's my chance to be a hero and make Lisa fall in love with me once and for all. The sun is shining, the birds are singing, the breeze is blowing, and Lisa Mackney is about to become my girlfriend. Here goes. Hi, Lisa, I say. Hi, Andy, she says, not taking her eyes off the ice cream. I wish I had an ice cream. Here, have some of mine, I say. Her eyes widen. She looks at me briefly, then returns her gaze to the ice cream. Really? She says. Of course, really, I say. Well, if you're sure, maybe just one lick. No problem, I say, handing her the ice cream. Go for it. Obviously, when I said go for it, I didn't really mean go for it. I actually meant just one lick. I thought Lisa would understand that, but unfortunately, no, she's really going for it. She says, closing her eyes. Lisa, I say, looking at my rapidly disappearing ice cream. Lisa? She says, not even opening her eyes. Can I have my ice cream back? Her eyes slowly blink open, as if she's waking from a dream. She hands me the ice cream. Thanks, Andy, she says. And with that, she walks away, leaving me there in the hot, burning sun, with seagulls screeching all around me, holding a melting, scoopless ice cream cone. Never mind. The scoops might be gone, but I still have a cone full of ice cream. And although there are no chocolate flakes or sprinkles left, there is plenty of crunchy cone to enjoy. I raise the cone to my lips, and I am just about to take my first nibble when it is suddenly snatched out of my hands. Hey! I say, turning around to confront the ice cream thief and coming face to face with my sister Jen. Well, thank you, little brother, says Jen. Don't mind if I do. Give it back, I say. Give me one good reason why I should, says Jen, holding it up just out of my reach as I try to grab it. Because it's mine, I say. Where'd you get the money? She says. I found it, I say. Yeah, in Mum's purse, says Jen. It's no use denying it. I saw you take it and I followed you here, and now I want half or I'm telling Mum what you did. She has a point. A very good point. A very pointy point. But before you jump to conclusions like Jen, you should know that technically it wasn't stealing because Mum hadn't paid me my weekly pocket money and I'd done all my chores, so the money was really mine. But knowing Jen and Mum, as well as I do, I doubt they'd appreciate the technicalities of the situation. Okay, I say. It's not what you think, but you win. You can have a lick. One lick. Just hurry up. Thanks, little brother, says Jen. She grabs the cone and takes a bite. A big bite. Then she takes another bite. An even bigger bite than the first one. And when it's already practically no bigger than a baby cone, she takes another enormous bite and hands me back a tiny cone no bigger than my thumb. Thanks, Andy, she says, walking away. But then she stops and turns. Oh, that was nice, but next time I'd prefer strawberry. You know when you have one of those perfectly terrible moments where everything is just, perfectly terrible? Well, I'm having one right now. I'm getting sunburnt, the seagulls are screeching, the breeze has turned into a gale, and I can't see it, but I'm pretty sure my hair is a mess. But wait, that's not all. I've been betrayed by my best friend, used by the girl I love, blackmailed by my sister, and holding the sad remains of a once great double-scooped ice cream with sprinkles and chocolate flakes. And I haven't even had so much as a single lick yet. But there's no use in crying over unlicked ice cream. There's still time, there's still hope. I bring the tiny cone to my lips and try and poke my tongue into it. But before I can get my tongue far enough down to reach the ice cream, there's an explosion of feathers in my face. I look up to see a seagull soaring through the sky with what's left of my ice cream cone in its beak. I can't believe it. I've been robbed by a bird. The only consolation is that the thief is not being allowed to enjoy his stolen ice cream in peace. It's surrounded by a great hungry cloud of other seagulls, all involved in the aerial battle of the century, trying to get a piece of the action. The first seagull loses the cone to the second, which then has it torn from his beak by a third that manages to fly free of the pack for a heroic 10 meters before what's left of my cone falls from its beak. The bit of cone falls down, and lands on the ground right in the middle of another group of seagulls, all prepared to fight to the death for it. But they didn't count on me. That's my little bit of cone, and nobody, not my best friend, potential girlfriend, sister, or bird, is going to take that from me. I dive into the middle of the squawking pack with no thought for my own safety. All I want is that cone, and I get it too, snatching it from the screeching, squawking, fluttering, clawing, beaky mess. A small piece of cone, no bigger than my little fingernail. And it's mine, all mine. But as I hold up my trophy to display to my vanquished foes, it's cruelly ripped from my fingers by a beady-eyed sea eagle, who gulps it down in one careless swallow and flies away, leaving me sprawled on the ground surrounded by, well, nothing actually. Even the seagulls have moved away. Clearly they don't want to risk being associated with a double scoop loser like me, because that's what I am, a loser. Capital L, capital O, capital S, capital E, capital R, and a capital full stop. Can you even have a capital full stop? Probably not. That's what a loser I am. I can't even punctuate properly. I'm lying on the ground thinking what a hopeless punctuator I am when I notice it. On the dirt just in front of me, glistening in the sunlight. A single drop of melted ice cream just sitting there, perfect, round and white. And there's even a little bit of chocolate flake in the middle. I don't even have to move my head. All I have to do is poke my tongue out and it's mine, all mine. I lick the drop. It's sweet, surprisingly cool and delicious. Sure, it's a little crunchy, and I think that bit of chocolate might have actually been an ant. But aside from that, it's perfect. I wish this moment could last forever. So, that's the end of that chapter. We are going to have a look at the what I want you guys to do with this now that we're finished with this chapter. 5. Boom. So, just doing chapter 2. We're going to work on the characters. Where does this chapter take place? And what happens in this chapter? What I want you guys to do to finish this up is draw a comic strip showing the best parts of this story. I want to see how creative you guys can be. Now, if you're worried that you don't have great illustrations or your art skills suck, guess what? So do mine. But I just want to see your best work. So, thank you all for watching. I hope you guys are going well with your work. If you have any questions, let your teachers know. And I'll see you next time.